crochet channel, but today I'm going to do some tassels. They company crochet, so it's perfectly acceptable. I'm doing this tutorial because I'm actually making a project with tassels right now, and I enjoyed it so much I thought I'd hop on here. It's so quick, so it won't take me any time to edit this and bang it up on YouTube. So the tassels I've been making this morning look a bit like this. These ones, as you can see, have contrast colours for the little bit around their necks, which I think adds a really nice touch. And you don't have to, you can use all the same colour. These ones are Aran weight. It doesn't matter what weight of yarn you use, the same principle applies for all. So these ones are DK. And whereas the Aran ones that I made for Halloween are made out of wool, these are 100% acrylic DK ones. So any weight of yarn, any make of yarn, perfectly fine. These ones I've made just for fun. You'll notice that they are a little bit tatty. That's because I've used the very ends of scrap balls. If you were to use a brand new ball, they're less likely to be, this is me doing a brand new ball, they are less likely to be scraggly. So bear that in mind. And then what you need, some wool, new preferably if you want spanky straight ones, but for me, perfectly happy with my leftovers. A pair of scissors, any scissors will do, those ones are cheap from a craft store. And I use a book. This is the book I use for making my tassels. And what I do is get one end of yarn, hold it on the bottom, and then I wrap it around however many times I fancy. And usually I go for about 20 wraps. And so I wrap it around however many times. I'm not counting right now, so who knows. But let's pretend that that is 20. And then you need to tie a knot in this bit. I think what I'll do is swap and go over there so I can do it as a close-up thing. Let me show you how to make these tassels then. For these particular ones, I've got my acrylic double knit. I've wrapped it around this book 20 times. And now I'm going to cut I don't know, whatever that is, 25 centimetres, maybe 10 inches, something like that. And then at the top, I'm just going to slide that underneath all the yarn wraps. And then I'm going to tie a knot on the top. I'm going to wrap it through twice like that, because that makes a tighter, more secure knot, less likely to come loose. So instead of just going under once, go under again and pull. Keep these to one side. I just tie a knot on them so you know which ones they are, because if you pull on a rogue piece of yarn, it might be one of your tassely bits, and then it will all come undone. And the other end, snip. And that leaves you with the bare bones of a tassel. Let's get maybe again like 25-30 centimetres of yarn in a different colour. Fold one end over so you've got a loop, then place it there. Then you want to pick up the whole thing, and this is going to be your working yarn right now to make the tie. When you're making the tie, you want to hold down the other end of your pink bit. You don't want to wrap it in so that you lose it. You'll need this in a bit. Right, then just wrap around however many times you think you want it to be wrapped round. So you might want a little neck, you might want a bigger neck. And yeah, these guys get in the way. You can always snip it a bit shorter, or just put up with it. And then you keep going until you're happy with it. That'll do. Get that end and put it through the loop. The other end, pull. Okay? To make that extra secure, get yourself a needle. I don't know if this is strictly necessary, but the idea of making a tassel and then it all coming undone, I don't like that. So I just sort of go in and out a couple times as well. And I sort of feel the yarn, and sometimes you can feel that you've caught a couple of ends, so you know you're actually tying it in. Tying. Sorry, got a bit lazy with my language then. Not tying, tying. So you do that twice, 3 times maybe, not loads, and then you snip. And you do the same thing with the other end. Get as close as you can. And where's you gone? Do the same thing again. To do that maybe once, twice more. Snippity snip. And there you are. You can tie these onto things, sew them into a shawl you've made, make it into a garland, whatever. Not quite finished yet though. You may want to give it a haircut. Take your time so that they're a bit neater than that, but essentially that is the principle. And the more you do it, the better you get. Absolutely. And that is how you make a tassel. Can't think of anything else I need to tell you about it really. Just make lots, make them in lots of different colours. And that's it. All right then. Thanks ever so much for watching. See you again. Bye.